It's time for yet another NBA edits video, but this time is special because the NBA playoffs are here and the NBA edits are back and better than ever. One of the top comments on the video says, paid partnership by the Big Silver or what? And of course it's a paid partnership. There is no hiding it anymore, ladies and gentlemen, because as we all know, these edits are peak, not just because of the cool beat drops or the fancy effects. No, it's because these edits have been saving the NBA. And it's literally some of the greatest promo you can have for any league. And I'm so serious, bro. You can literally make anything look good with a good edit, except for Arby's. Don't come around here with that. No. According to the NBPA, through Sunday, the first round of the NBA playoffs was averaging 3.84 million viewers across NBC Universal, ESPN, ABC, and Amazon's Prime Video. And this is up a staggering 20% from last year. And I'm sorry, but I gotta say it, the rise of NBA viewership has risen along with the boom of NBA edits. That ain't no coincidence, man. This is real life. And the main reason everyone loves these edits is because it captivates us, the viewer, and dives into the complexities of the team and the players, and most importantly, the narratives and the drama. And that's what the NBA playoffs are all about, folks. Stripping a team of everything and exposing their true character. So with that being said, I thought that now was the best time to really dive deep into these NBA playoff edits and show just how peak they are. Obviously starting off the video with one man.
Look, honey, a shooting star. Aww. LeBron! I tell you, I've been hurt before. With a pan, baby, I don't know. I remember being broke, I stole.
Starting off with the most exciting edits of the Western Conference, we gotta start with that Lakers versus Rockets series, because it was absolute peak basketball, folks, not just because of the hoops, but the narratives behind it. It was a 41-year-old LeBron James, who just lost his MVP candidate in Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves like a week before the playoffs.
I should have done it. Darn it, now I'm weak. I'll need time.
How much time?
If I even had 1 minute, just 1 minute with no interruptions.
In this fight, 1 minute is eternity.
He's just playing games.
Kakarot, I've got it covered. Your minute, I've got it covered. Get the rest that you need.
But Vegeta, you could die.
If I can't last 1 lousy minute, then perhaps I deserve to die.
Good! 1 minute! I need this was run! 1 minute! 1 minute!
The moment I heard Goku and Vegeta, I knew this was gonna be a peak edit. LeBron just has to hold out one series against the Houston Rockets, a young and talented team who is also dysfunctional, with their best player being a Twitter addict. But everyone was still wondering, can LeBron do it? Will a 41-year-old LeBron Raymond James be able to drag Jackson Hayes and Marcus Smart to the promised land? And the answer was yes.
And without Luka and AR, the Los Angeles Lakers ain't getting past 5 games. It might be a sweep.
No Luka Doncic, no Austin Reeves. If a 41-year-old LeBron James in the head-to-head matchup with Kevin Durant and pulls off this victory and comes out victorious, I don't want to hear a damn thing anymore about the GOAT conversation.
Whoa, I'm big step, I trip when I walk. I'm bringing pressure around when I walk. Yeah, I jump on these beats and I walk.
Slide, keep on sliding, walk. Opposite, keep on down, walk. Spin around, walk. Step down. Come on, LeBron. Come on, Raymond. Get in that bag. Following the great poetry of Kodak Black, that man LeBron really walked them boys down. But the thing that's so wishy-washy about LeBron is that he's 41. So when he does bad, it's like, all right, bro, chill out. It's LeBron. He's 41. He gonna have some bad mishaps and things like that. He's 41, man. Chill out. Just give him some grace. But then when he plays amazing and drags the Lakers to the next round, he's 41. How is he doing it?
This nigga's 41, and people are asking every day, do you feel like they're contenders? Do you feel like they're contenders? You feel like they're contenders? It's like, bro, if it was just Luka over there, would y'all be doing this? Literally, because this nigga is standing over there. They are contenders. That's insane.
At this point, with everything going on, what's required? What do they need from you, Bron?
Everything. Nothing changes for me. It's just back to the old way.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
what makes it even better is LeBron has a chance to continue his legacy as he goes on to the second round facing the OKC Thunder. Now, as zesty as the Thunder are, they have yet to lose in the playoffs so far. And at the time of this recording, they just beat the Lakers in game 1. It might be over, boys. And a lot of people feel this way almost to the point where people are saying that it's only the two-man race in the West. The OKC Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs.
Big Shaq rules the paint. Big Shaq rules the paint. Hi-ho the Daria. Big Shaq rules the paint. But the Spurs won the West. The Spurs won the West. Hi-ho the Daria. The Spurs won the West.
Now, if you didn't get a chance to watch my last video on NBA players hating each other, the main catalyst for that video was how much Wemby was fueled by hatred to beat the brakes off of Chet Holmgren and the OKC Thunder. And it freaking worked. The Spurs absolutely dominated OKC throughout the regular season, bro. It was actually getting really sad.
I had two younger brothers, my brother Darryl and my other brother Darrell. But Mr. always seemed to single me out the way. I would get beaten for anything.
Nigga, did you just break that vase?
Sweet Jesus! Lord have mercy! My baby!
Just having fun with off limits in Mister's house.
Nigga, did I just catch you having fun? Sweet Jesus! Lord have mercy! My baby!
Every day, he reminded me of what a failure I was going to be.
Mister, I want to be a doctor when I grow up.
Nigga, did I just catch you wanting to be shit?
Sweet Jesus! Lord have mercy! My
The creativity on some of these edits is absolutely hilarious, bro. But it's a really good comparison. Wemby was beating OKC so bad that it reminded people of Uncle Ruckus getting beat on, bro. And so although I do understand why people are counting out the likes of LeBron since, well, he just don't got his MVP candidate next to him, I will say that a lot of y'all are forgetting about one very toxic team that won't go away.
Shaq rules the paint. Hi-ho the Daria. Big Shaq rules the paint. But the Spurs won the West. The Spurs won the West. Hi-ho the Daria. The Spurs won the West.
Now listen, the Wolves already got game 1 of the second round. Shout out to the random Timberwolves fan that was just in my comments. But they really gonna need to bring some more of that toxicity to keep this up. We all know Ant is amazing, but the man is still on one knee after being injured. They are going to need some real demons to show up. I'm talking about Jaden freaking McDaniels.
After game 2 against the Nuggets, I asked him, hey, what works for your offense? And with a dead stare, he said,
go out to Jokic, Jamal, all the bad defenders, Tim Hardaway, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, the whole team.
The Nuggets were starting to mount a little comeback. Now, most players in this scenario with 17 seconds on the shot clock, they'd play it safe. But this is not any player we're talking about. This is Jaden McDaniels.
Comments about them on both. This bitch, I'm coming VS1, and my shit bust, don't need no camera tricks. Spinning in a hot car with some savages who will take your shit.
Jaden McDaniels just beat the Nuggets and has a chance to take down the Spurs and go to the Western Conference Finals once again, moving on straight demon timing. But that's not all the toxicity, because we have to go over to the Eastern Conference, where we saw history being made multiple times.
What's it called when a guy nuts in your throat and you just keep that shit in there, and when you go to kiss him next time, you just spit it back out?
I believe that's called a comeback.
Cunningham, the crossover. Cunningham, the finish.
Now, the intro to that was crazy, but I mean, it's not wrong. It is called a comeback. And that's exactly what the Pistons did to the Orlando Magic. Now, to be very fair, the Orlando Magic had no business being up 3-1 on the 1 seed Detroit Pistons. But I'm not sure if K wanted to oil farm a little bit. I'm not sure what was going on. But the Pistons were able to lock in and beat the Magic. And it mainly made sense because, well, the Pistons were just a better team throughout the regular season. But the series that was an actual shocker was the Boston Celtics versus Philadelphia. Because the Celtics were up 3-1. Everybody and their mama thought the series was over until Joel Embiid came back to play.
I saw, number 11 on the team. Before I came back, he said they didn't care if I was playing or not, and they hadn't even adjusted the game plan around me. I think he also helps that the other team doesn't worry about you, and so I think number 11 for that.
Personally, they may be a little better without Embiid. They've been playing well, finding an identity. So we'll see if the big fella comes back.
It was tough. Embiid put a lot of pressure on us, on all our bigs and our guards. We didn't really have an answer for him.
You mentioned Embiid. What did you think of your defense overall against him tonight?
You're not going to be able to stop him. You just have to try to contain him.
What changed between the playoffs and the regular season?
Nothing really. Changed in the series was Joel Embiid came back.
Good threes. Look at Brown. Oh, we're in the park. We're in the park. Look at the talking going on.
Embiid, and he goes for the contact, has a chance for three. The process is too big. We'll load it up and knock it down, fly it down.
The Celtics was talking crazy, being like, oh, Embiid won't make a difference. Buddy, he was the MVP of our league. Respect Joel. And this 3-1 comeback will be so legendary that we got Jaylen Brown going live on Twitch just to complain about Joel Embiid and flopping. And that, I ain't gonna lie, that gotta be some of the sorriest. Like, that's the worst thing you could do after blowing a 3-1 lead. You went live on Twitch only to look like more of a sore loser? Oh my goodness, Jaylen.
Flopping has ruined our game. Joel Embiid is a great player, one of the best bigs in fucking basketball history. Flops. He know it. This ain't breaking news.
My nigga Jaylen Brown, I'm gonna give you a pointer real quick. Turn that bitch off. Turn it off. There is nothing good that can come from talking about that goddamn game on that stream.
Now this video was about how these narratives in the playoffs thrive alongside these NBA edits, which is why I didn't really mention every single series that went on in the playoffs, because some of them were just, you know, kind of there. Like, for example, OKC versus Suns, there was like a cool Dylan Brooks edit I saw, but like there wasn't a lot of narrative or a lot of story behind this series. Wasn't enough drama for my taste. And then there was a first round series between the Trailblazers and the Spurs. And hey bro, shout out to Scoot Henderson. But again, there was nothing really crazy coming from that except for this one edit that I saw that was wild. Where the edit starts off with a tweet from this Israeli dude saying, "Denny, every time you step onto the court, our country beams with pride. For the people of Israel, you aren't just any star, you are our Star of David." And as we all know, Israel's been wildin' lately, but Denny's still gonna represent, I guess.
Hey, the beat go off? Hey, I up it, then my heat go off? Bang! I heard he do that sneaky talk. Hey.
I mean, yeah, bro, I don't even know what to say to free Palestine, bro. Like, I really don't know what to say to that edit. And then going to the East with some honorable mentions. Shout out to the Cavs, but shout out to my boy Colin Murray Boyles. Come on, man. Watch this. Straight defense, straight lockdown. That's motor skills. That's fine motor skills. You can't teach that, ladies and gentlemen. Passion. Look at Scotty. Lockdown. Jamal Shed diving on the floor. I gotta say it, man. I'm a big fan of this Raptors team. Straight lockdown defense. And I've been rocking with Colin Murray Boyles for too long, man. I actually didn't really like the idea of Scotty Barnes and Colin Murray Boyles because, like, Colin Murray Boyles couldn't shoot. Still can't really shoot. But, bro, this defense is spectacular. It's amazing. Shout out to the Raptors, man. Shout out to the Raptors. And now, the only series that wasn't talked about was my Hawks versus the Knicks. And yeah, man, I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to be honest with you. They was out here letting OG Anunoby do whatever he wanted to us. Mitchell Robinson out here getting aura points, man. It was just disgraceful. Now, I'm probably going to be making another NBA playoff edits video once we hit the finals and see how everything comes from that. But in the meantime, go watch this video about NBA hate and just how toxic the NBA has gotten this season. Because we're seeing that toxicity spill over into the playoffs and it's amazing. But other than that, man, I appreciate all the love and support. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and y'all boys stay blessed.